We will begin in just a moment. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for the final principal webinar. We've been able to focus on literacy and math with you all over the course of the year. We are really thankful that you have committed time to taking part in these webinars. I hope that you have found them to be helpful. And we hope that you are transferring this information into your practice and working to get even stronger outcomes for students. Finally, I just say I hope that you have found that our team is accessible, supportive, wanting to be helpful to you all in the field every day as you do this most important work. So again, thank you for joining us today as we focus on some of our most important work, which is teaching kids how to read and understand foundational math skills. So at this time, thanks again. Turn it over to our team.
Thank you, Dr. Brumley. Today for math, we're going to be focused on summer learning for 2024. So the work of the LDOE math team is centered on the mission for all Louisiana math students to have improved outcomes through high quality grade level math instruction supported through accelerating learning. To support this mission, we are focusing all of our work on 4 pillars. The first is high impact structures designed to prioritize access to high quality grade level math instruction. Doing that through just-in-time proactive intervention supports, connecting prerequisite learning to immediately upcoming and current grade level work. Providing ongoing support for teachers through collaboration and quality professional learning. And acknowledging the key role of families and communities in supporting math development in our students. The Louisiana Math Comprehensive Plan provides the state and system actions supporting the work in all 4 pillars. Today's session will focus on summer learning program preparation. So well-designed in-person summer learning programs connect deeply to grade level learning through the use of high-quality instructional materials and are facilitated by qualified educators. The content used in these programs must be of the same quality as materials used during the regular school year. Content should be carefully chosen so that students build toward readiness for the upcoming school year. Schools should also consider supporting families and caregivers in building students' math skills at home through the summer months. Several resources are available to support both in-person and at-home summer learning for this summer. So the LDOE partnership with Zern provides a unique opportunity for systems to ensure students are engaged in quality math throughout the summer, whether they attend in-person programs or are learning at home. The Summer Intensive Series provides carefully selected content so that the essential knowledge and skills necessary for the following school year are maintained through the summer. Content is available for rising 1st through 9th grade students and is assigned based on the student's placement this school year. Schools and systems can encourage completion of lessons in Zern in a similar manner to those strategies used during the regular school year. Brainy challenges provide trackers for students to complete and represent their lesson completion. Each section shaded on the tracker represents one completed lesson. Students could return their completed trackers for low-cost incentives in the new school year. Schools could also consider rewarding the grade level or returning class with the most complete lessons, reminding parents throughout the summer to support their students through social media posts. Additional guidance for systems and schools to better provide family support for both math and literacy can be found in the Family Summer Support Toolbox. Here is one example of a parent activity within the toolbox. As you can see, these activities are aimed at grade bands and written within real-world context and designed to be accessible by all parents. There are suggested activities for lower elementary school students, upper elementary students, and middle school students. Additional parent activities reinforced within the toolkit include the grab-and-go family resources posted on the Math Family Engagement site. Similar to the activities posted in the toolkit, these are one-page activities that support math conversations families can have to keep student skills sharp. Finally, the Summer Toolkit provides social media suggestions with links to the resources available to parents and caregivers that schools can use to share. Schools and systems are free to copy and paste these into their social media channels, encouraging families to keep talking about math and literacy all summer. At this time, system and school leaders must make plans for both in-person and at-home summer learning. As principals, in-person programs may not fall under your responsibility, but you can plan for summer family awareness and seek out guidance from your systems on identification of students for in-person programming. If you have any questions about any of the math tools and resources linked in this presentation, please reach out to stem@la.gov with any questions. I'll now turn it over to my colleagues in literacy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today's literacy portion will focus on making a plan to prepare for the end-of-year literacy screener. So as always, I will start with our literacy mission that states that all Louisiana students will have improved literacy outcomes through high-quality instruction and interactions by an effective teacher who is supported by leaders and families. Our Louisiana literacy pillars are the cornerstone of our literacy improvement work and focus on 4 key areas: setting and monitoring literacy goals, providing high-quality core instruction together with explicit interventions and extensions, providing ongoing professional growth for both our teachers and leaders, and ensuring that families play an essential role in the literacy development of their children at all ages and stages. Now that all K-3 students were screened for the middle of the year benchmark using Amplify's DIBELS 8th literacy screener, it's time to get an action plan together for students before the EOI window opens on April 1st. Some possible elements of an action plan could include comparing BOI and MOI results, as well as looking for large-scale trends and isolated trends to provide support for teachers. Utilizing the systems we have in both ILT and teacher collaboration, student concerns can be addressed and supported. Linked here, you will find a reporting guide from Amplify to assist you in reading the various reports, as well as the tools available to you. The Comparing Measures report, which can be seen on the next slide, allows school leaders to identify trends across grade levels. Analyzing for these global trends allows leaders to make an action plan for supporting core instruction. In this example, Pelican Parish notices that kindergarten and first grade both have a large percentage of students and well below under the indicator of phoneme segmentation fluency. While analyzing data, the ILT team puts a plan in place for the literacy coach and master teacher to provide a model for intentionally planning and delivering instruction around that component in the upcoming teacher collaborations. The coach informs the ILT team that the phonemic awareness component happens in the first 10 minutes of a CKLA lesson. So aside from training teachers within teacher collaboration, the ILT team decides that following the teacher collaboration, they'll perform observations and provide feedback around that specific component. Here is the Comparing Measures report for second grade. The composite score can be found at the top, and then all of the specific measures are found for that grade level under the composite. By clicking on any bar segment, the names of students can be seen for that section. Once global trends are identified, smaller trends can be found as well. These concerns will be addressed during intervention time, but could also hold implications for whole group core instruction as well. Using the example from the previous slide, aside from modeling the core component in CKLA, the coach or master teacher could also model what phonemic awareness looks like in an intervention. However, there are likely other needs beside the global need that need to be addressed in intervention as well. Some students will still need help on letter sounds. It is important that teachers are provided with support on what an effective intervention looks like based on the measure. M-Class provides teacher lessons that can be used for the different measures. Coaches can support this work by highlighting the direct and explicit instruction piece to elevate the intervention for students. Walkthroughs and feedback can be provided here as well to ensure consistency and quality across the campus. When looking at the M-Class lessons, there are call-out bubbles called language considerations that are helpful when thinking about our Ls. Also consider students with disabilities when providing interventions and what manipulatives might be helpful for transfer of that skill. This report can be viewed by teachers and provides detailed benchmark for performance on where a student is on each indicator, as well as how close they were to the benchmark goal for that indicator. Flexible and intentional groupings are an important piece of intervention work. The platform will group students based on the skill, and teachers can set goals based on the desired growth rate for that student. Progress monitoring should occur on a timely basis to ensure students are growing in their particular skill, and students should be flexed to another group as soon as they are proficient with the skill they are being intervened on. Progress monitoring is essential to knowing which students are making progress, as well as which interventions are successful. It is important for school leaders to create a progress monitoring structure if one does not already exist. Setting clear expectations around time, frequency, personnel, and reading reports creates a healthy progress monitoring system. Here are some additional ways to support growth before EOI. The Steve Carter Literacy Tutoring Program can provide an additional person to support a student on their goals. The Family Summer Learning Support Toolkit also contains activities to send home with students that they can do with their families over the summer to keep literacy skills strong. Then, of course, check out our Family Literacy Engagement Pillar in the Literacy Library for our family grab and goes. These are available for ages birth through high school, and for grades K through 3, don't forget about the Home Connect newsletter and Home Connect Family Portal in the Amplify platform that provides information on how families can play an active role in their child's progress towards proficiency on the literacy screener. Here is an example of the Home Connect letter for parents. It explains what the screener measures as well as their child's progress is. It also lists activities that can be done at home with them. Home Connect letters can be printed in both English and Spanish. Here you will see more ways to stay informed as we continue to release more information around our literacy and math initiatives. You can sign up for the department's newsletters, reference monthly calls, and locate all the tools provided to you through our Louisiana Literacy and Math Refresh websites. And then, of course, you are always free to reach out with any questions or need for support to our math team at stem@la.gov or the literacy team at louisianaliteracy@la.gov. On behalf of the math and literacy teams, I thank you for joining us today.